to be reviewing a game called 1 by 1. It's made by Mari Mori, and it was made in Unity engine. I'm going to be doing this as a review as I play kind of business. Because it looks like quite a short game, so I'm going to give it a try and see how this format works out. The music has stuttered it. Oh, there we go. So from the looks of this on the Steam page, it seems to have been quite a, I'm going to say low-scale production, but some of the art from the imagery looks quite, like, personal, as in someone's drawn it, like, hand-drawn. So it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out, and what the kind of production's like. I believe it's a bullet hell game, but as you can see, it's very quickly got into the content. I'm going to go up to the settings and just have a quick look at what you've got. I'm just going to slide these down ever so slightly, just because I know my voice probably isn't going to be that loud. I'll leave the sensitivity on default just to see how it plays as normal. Resolution's fine, full screen's fine. Cool. Always from the beginning, no. I'm going to assume that means level checkpoints. In fact, it might tell me. Oh no, this is instructions. Okay. Look at the order in which the lights turn on. Go to the spot and turn on the lights in that order. Okay, so it's almost like a... I've got to copy a pattern. Okay. We'll give this a try and see how it goes. I don't think there are any more settings. I'm going to guess that's quit, and this is... Ah, this is like a level select. Okay. So there looks to be different styles of levels. What, there's 6 choices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay then. This is 0 out of 12. I don't know if that means there's 12 stages, but we might as well jump in because there's nothing else to do. And this is just what it told me to do on the other one. Okay. I am using arrow keys to control. There's not any lights to hit yet, I don't think, but I'm assuming it's just a survival game for now. Okay. So I've got a little HUD in the top left corner. I'm assuming that's my lives and the amount of stages that I've gone through. There's quite a lot of variation in this already. But the colouring's quite simple. Oh, dead. Cool. The colouring's quite simple. It's easy to tell what you're trying to do and what you're not trying to do. But this is a... Oh no, this is the same start. I thought it was different for a second there. Audio's stuttering a little bit, but the game itself's still running smoothly. Yeah, so if you look at the background, it almost looks like it's been... I mean, they could have drawn it in paint or anything like that, but you can see that it does look like it's been made, handmade. I don't know if it has been, but... There was a little bit of story behind this in which it basically said you're like a soul stuck in a lab and you're trying to escape. But to be honest, for a bullet hell game, I don't know that you really need much story to back it up. Ah, here we go. This is the bit that it was sort of showing me how to do. Go first. Ah, this is like a... almost like a boss fight in a way. What? Pretty sure it told me to go up there. I think it might have got a little bit harder as well because I got it wrong. Ah, okay. It did give me a yes to say I'd done it right. That's quite cool. It's slowly breaking down. I dread to think how much worse this could get, because this is only this first level and there's a lot of different things to look at and think about at the same time. You're trying to follow the patterns and dodge all the stuff. That was a little spaceship-y thing. It's going in sort of a figure of 8, I guess. Ah, we've shut the arena down slightly as well. This is nice, there's quite a few variable mechanics coming in already. That's 2 lives. I don't know if there's a way to earn lives back. I'm gonna guess there's not. Ah, so the checkpoint's at 4. I was just about to ask that question of... I know it said that there were checkpoints. I'm gonna guess it's 4 and 8. Maths. I think that stutter's happening the same time it happened on the previous level as well. I'm not sure what those red sections are as well, because these diagonals are the first time that a red section has turned into something. The other ones just kind of highlight like that. They don't really do anything to you. I don't think they damage you. I like the idea of this stage though, it slowly whittles down this main one. You've got to survive a bit in the meantime, and then... It is very helpful as well though that it also pauses for the time to let you focus on the patterns. Makes it a bit more accessible to start off with. I wasn't really paying major attention there. I really need to focus a bit more. Damn it. Oh, it's getting a bit tight. Bottom left. Ooh, right. Top. What? Do I have to... Oh, took me out. I don't know if I have to follow a certain path there, because I was pretty sure I got the pattern right. Yeah, the audio is a bit jittery every now and again, but I can't really tell if it's on the same loop. I noticed a little red circle was going around the outside of this bit. That might be trying to tell me that I have to stay within the confines of this little heart. No, but I just went outside there and it wasn't bothered. Oh, the red one around the outside is a countdown. Yeah, it doesn't like it if you don't do it fast enough. Okay, which is a bit difficult of a challenge considering you can't help where all of the objects are coming from. I'm just wondering, are those red patches a warning of where the next enemy is going to come from? Because I think the next... I think when those, all those ones that ping off each other, I think when they come in, you get a stripe down the middle of the screen where they all line up. Yeah, so it gives you those diagonal ones and then brings the wall in, and that stripe across the screen there as well, where all of those line up, so I think it might be trying to give me a heads up about what's coming. But the next one's a little bit weird, because it then covers the whole top of the screen, even though the item only comes in on the left-hand side. And it doesn't spray directly right over the top of the screen, it comes out like a spiral, obviously, you can see that, so... I'm not quite sure 100% if that's what it is, but that would be my best guess at this point in time. I think it might be slightly too sensitive for me on one of the levels as well, because I'm quite twitchy, so I might have a go at turning it down. It sends you back to the menu every now and again as well. I think it's, if you have X amount of deaths, it just kicks you back to the main menu, but it doesn't really matter because I keep hitting spacebar to play again like I do on the death menu, and it's just sending me straight back into the game, so it's very responsive. Top. Right, come on, survive, survive. 3 or 4 more seconds. There we go. Now I can have level 8. Ooh, I put some slightly bigger, more size-changing ones in this time, just to mix it up. And I got a life refresh as well now I've hit a checkpoint. That's quite nice to help you for a bit of reward. This is the same one as before, except now one of them shoots smaller stuff every time it gets hit. Okay, let's see what this one's going to look like this time. Pretty much the same, but faster, and now it has connectors between them that block off some of the holes to dodge through. Ooh, I was lucky that missed me there. The jittering of the heart's another little visual layer to distract you on this one as well, which is good. It's a nice little subtle thing, but when you've got a lot to focus on, it's just that extra layer that adds some difficulty. Oh, there we go. And it gave me a nice little achievement as well. And a smiley face. Thank you. I'm glad it doesn't keep track of how many times I had to do that, because that took me quite a while. Yeah, that's a nice starting level. It sets the tone good. The pace is fairly high to begin with, and there's lots of things to look at and lots of things to talk about. They advance on each of the levels very slightly on the sort of second half, which is nice. Not too difficult, tricky enough for me, but yeah, nice entry level. Don't think it's too hard. I'm sure it will only get worse in the next 5 levels. So they've got a new gimmick for each set of stages, I think. Grab the catchable balls and throw them at the enemy at the right time. Ooh. This will be interesting. So once it comes towards you, you've got a little circle. You can snatch up projectiles and fire them back. So this is interesting. So now you'll have 2 levels of focus to look at yourself and to determine where you want to be for the enemy. Let's get this one a go. I think that's the boss though. I'm imagining that this is going to work. Yeah, this does give you warnings. I'm imagining this is going to work like the other one where you do 4 stages and then you like chip a little bit away at the boss. They've gone, ooh, that's an interesting one. Ooh, we've stepped up a bit. Okay, I like this. It's nice that they give you a telegraph, gives you a little bit of a chance. They are definitely directly targeting you with a lot of these first ones. And it's almost nicer to sort of bait them out. They've gone, I say, a bit more robot themed on this one. They've used the same background. I'm going to assume they're going to stick with the same background for quite a lot of it. But it's good because they've used sort of low shades of grey and the colours of everything else is quite vibrant, so it gives you a chance to... Ooh, this one's quite... Oh, you got to watch the rotation as well. Ah, so this one you can't really... That one you can't really hide on the outside because they will reach for you. Yeah, I was just saying they've used quite vibrant colours for all of the stuff, which is nice against the background. It doesn't obviously stick to realism, but you need that so that you can actually identify what you're looking at. And they've obviously used quite warning colours for a lot of these ones as well. So even if you're not fully tracking what's going on, you see red and you know danger. Okay, had a new tactic there. Hide next to the thumb or the pinky finger is the best place to line yourself up. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, this is the one where I have to catch the stuff. Okay, so I'm actively looking for these now. I'm just trying to shoot Safari. There we go, I've caught it, and fire back. There we go. Ooh, okay. He is fast. Yeah, so I can't fire at him until the rotation's right, which is going to be more of a positioning and sort of look thing, but I can't fly into it because it will still damage me. Okay. Ooh, there's many layers to this. Good though. Good for your focus. Thank you for staying still, and I still missed. Right, come here. I need another projectile, but I need him to not get that close to me. Come here. I'm trying to chase after the back of the projectiles so I don't pick them up in my face, because that's when they hit me in my face. There we go. Oh, good. Ooh, checkpoint. I needed that one. And now we're going to get an advancement. Another layer. So these ones get faster, and they occasionally leave a ball behind that shoots lasers at you. Like 1 in every 3. This one I'm assuming we're going to get more, and ooh, okay, bigger radius. Complex lasers. It's very small changes, but it makes quite a big difference to what you have to do. Which is nice, because they've started on a very simple sort of set. Oh, those ones drop as well. So I think this time when the punching bags come out, I've got to make sure I'm above them, because they fall at the bottom of the screen. It's very hard to get this right the first time, which I don't really think is a bad thing, to be honest, because with bullet hell games they're normally meant to be quite complex, and practice always makes perfect. There is a little audio cue with it as well, I've just noticed. You get a little bit of a higher pitched noise at the end there, where it's one that it's going to leave it at. Don't know if you can also hear that little kind of bobbling noise as well from the ones that are growing. So the details are in there if you listen for them. Like I said, there's a lot to take in while you're trying to focus on it, but it certainly doesn't let you hide in one place though for long. You can normally get away with 1 or 2 passes, but there's certainly nowhere it lets you hide. I had a little bit of immunity time there that it gave me for free, but yeah, I was definitely in the wrong position for that one. I don't play a ton of bullet hell games normally. This is probably the second one I've ever played, the second one I've ever reviewed. All I really know about them is they're very pattern recognition heavy, but obviously the pattern recognition is only the first half of it. You've actually got to be able to do the other half. So I know a lot of them, they tend to just fill the screen with stuff and then basically tell you good luck, which is what might happen with this one eventually, but at the moment it's got a nice balance of things and open space to clean your eyes with. You would think you get better at levels the more you do them as well, but with games like this you absolutely do not. Especially since it's not directly sequential, like this one for example is absolutely hunting you down wherever you sit on the screen. Like that. Did not want me hiding in that corner. That one with the fist is absolutely maxing my neurons out right now. Oh, that was cheap as well. I hate when I get hit by something on the way off the screen. It's just absolutely, like, preventable. Because you're not really focusing on it as a threat when it's leaving the screen. You think it's done with by that point. That's the thing with this as well, is I know it's completely me. Like, you suss out the levels, you know how they work. You know if you make a mistake, it's just you making a mistake. I think I might try turning the sensitivity down in just a second. It doesn't help in scenarios like that one, where I needed to run away from a lot of things. But I think for, like, those small gaps, I'm gonna try and... let me go for the settings. I'm gonna just turn it down a little bit. I'll go for here. I'm just going to see if that makes much of a difference. Because for me, I think the finer movements will be more helpful. The only thing it won't help is if I have to run away from something quickly. But it's the balance you take, is do you want to cut it fine and go for the smaller movements? Or do you want to be really fast, but also risk being really twitchy? I mean, obviously I need to get my eye in as well. That also helps, but... it's just making sure I don't undershoot now. But I feel slightly more confident hiding in smaller holes when I have a lower movement setting. Because I don't think I'm going to overshoot it and disappear. The only time it might hurt me is on this one now, because I might be a bit too slow to get out of the way of some of them, because they come in quite damn fast. Nope, I liked that more. Hooray. Ooh, he's got barriers now. That's not nice. And now there's stuff appearing in the middle of the screen at random points. To be honest, I kind of need him to shoot something at me because I haven't been able to actually grab anything yet. Oh, Jesus. I flew straight into it. Oh! The game crashed. Let's see if it saved my progress, more importantly. Yes, it has. Okay, well, that was random. The music isn't anything overly exciting, but it's nice and sort of calm in the background. I say calm, it's a little bit, yeah, it's got a little bit of pace to it, but It's got that also chill tone to it as well that stops you getting too rabid. I can only imagine how much more exciting these are all going to get for the last round. So I think the reward system in this setup is once you get past the checkpoint, you get your lives back if you've lost one. So you do kind of have to work for it. And it does give you enough of a reward that, you know, it's definitely worth. But there's no way to regain any hearts in the middle of this bit, so you really do have to knuckle down for these few levels in the middle. I'm just going to nip back into the main menu again. I'm going to go through the settings again. I'm just going to up myself very slightly. Because whilst I'm now slow enough to shoot those small gaps, I think I'm just a touch too slow for those fists. It worked quite nicely once or twice, but I think when they spawn very close to each other, I'm just not getting out of the way fast enough. So the thing I'm finding more difficult about this bug level is that you've got sort of 3 or 4 different angles of movement to try and focus on at the same time. You're trying to pay attention to where he's shooting, where you're positioned, and then as soon as you pick one up, you've then got to try and read that backwards rotation of what's going on. Thank God. No! Oh, I thought he was going to kill me then. I got my hearts back. Yeah, so I'm about an hour in, and I beat the first level, and now I'm on the last sort of chunk of the second one. But this is obviously becoming a bit more of a party now in this last little bit. Okay, so that's not too bad. This one I imagine is going to become a lot worse. Yep. Oh, okay, we've got some like firework kind of explosives on this one. And the network of lasers is becoming a lot more complex than the other one. Still gaps to hide in though. I dread to think what these fists are going to look like now. Oh, hang on a minute. This is a completely different thing. There are slightly less projectiles in this one, I think. Or maybe they've got less expanding projectiles. They've obviously mixed up the flow of both of them. But this one is different than it was before. So here you've got lasers, and I think you obviously have to... Oh! Oh, it's a target marker! You've got to try and stay in the target marker. That's gonna be tricky. Right, this one, I need to remember I've got to stay in the target marker, because I thought the green bit was I thought that was a projectile. Oh, I'm not quite quick enough to keep up with it now, so I've got to be really careful to pay... Oh! Ooh. You get a teeny bit of hiding room there. Ah, we're rotating now. Oh, and now there's a slightly different coloured projectile in there, just to throw you off. Right. Oh, now he shoots lasers and a projectile. This is gonna be a lot more difficult than it was before. I don't think I can hit him through this barrier either. They spin faster, the projectiles now, I think. Come on, I need you to come past me. Oh, not that close. Luckily he doesn't run too far in the same direction, which is a small godsend. Come on. One more hit. Yes, got him! Oh, it took me so long to do that middle portion. Oh, baby. That one was tough. And that's only level 2. God forbid what the next one's gonna look like. So these little squares on the left-hand side, I'm assuming are like the character packs, like, you know, the all the elements that make up the character. So you can kind of predict what's coming at you by what it looks like on that left-hand side, is what I'm gonna guess. I mean, that one just looks crazy, but that's the heart, obviously. That's our little bug. So, let's see what this one might look like. I'm assuming some sort of... I would say robot-looking thing, but it doesn't look like it has any legs. This could also be insect-shaped as well, because there's lots of little mandibles and stuff. Oh, a spider. Turn on cutting mode and cut the web. So you press space to turn red, I think, and that's what cuts the rope. Okay. Let's see what that... Ooh, music change up. I don't know if this is... I don't know if the first 2 levels' music was the same. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Barrier dodging this time. Or laser dodging. This is definitely a lot more like a traditional bullet hell sort of pattern recognition level. I can imagine that will only get more horrendous as time goes on. Well, this one's interesting. They do a very good job in these ones of like trying to keep you moving. I don't know how much the game actually tracks where you're going. Oh god. I don't know how much the game actually tracks where you're going on some of the levels, because on some of the other ones it definitely looked like it was hunting you down. Okay, this is the first... oh god. Ah, so I'm not supposed to let it become... okay, don't get blasted by the laser, that always helps. What was I trying to say? Yeah, I don't know how much it tracks you on a lot of these. This one I'm assuming obviously doesn't track you, because it looks like it's mainly just a pattern one. This one I'm not really sure. It does seem to create a red box in all the boxes that I'm in, but it could just be that that's the frequency of where it moves into those spaces. And again, I don't think it follows the same pattern each time, although I could not definitively make that. I cannot pay close enough attention each time I do this to tell you whether or not they do the same pattern each time. So I really need to pay attention to... ooh. I have no idea what all of these other things are doing. I am just trying to pay attention to what's going on. I don't know what all those little wiggly lines in the middle are supposed to mean. I think they only come up when they manage to complete a piece of web. Yeah, because you get a red line on it. So it kind of gives you a time limit. So that's my 3rd one. I'm guessing I have to cut more than 3? Or I just have to hold out for a certain amount of time, maybe? Right. What am I trying to achieve here? I'm trying to cut those. It's giving me a little green marker every time I do it, so I know that I am supposed to cut those. So everything fractures when they manage to complete one. Now I'm slowed. Okay, so those little nets slow me down. And no, I'm not taking a hit that early. This is a different shape each time, I think. They're following similar tracks, but they come in at different times and different speeds, I think. Okay. See, there's like a blue circle on the front of this spider as well, which I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing anything with that. Ooh. I'm assuming I'm supposed to cut that spider's web when she jumps in as well. There we go. Ooh. I got a hit. Ah, okay. I think this is it. I've just got to survive until this point, and then cut maybe 3 webs. I need to be careful not to get hit by any lasers or her retracting out of the screen. There's a lot of things to look at on this one. 3rd one? Come on, let me live. Yes, okay, I got my health back. So that one's more of a survival until the moment appears kind of game. Ooh, this one's interesting. Oh, ah. So this one you got to stay close to home, otherwise you are stuffed. There's not a lot you can do about some of those shapes. You've got to respond quite quickly to what's coming out of here. It's almost like a maze. This one's tough. I mean, luckily it's the same combo of shapes, but when it does one like that, where it's kind of got 2 opposite sides, that's where you really need the speed on your side. So like levels like these might be ones where it's more beneficial to have a faster response speed, because I'm just on the slower end there. Oh my god. Oh, okay, it's drawing its own shapes now. Basically, when you see red, just run away. The good news is you can go through the white lines, because I thought they were like the white lines on that other one, where you can't touch them. Oh. I am not really paying attention to what's going on here, I was just running away that one. Again, subtle changes for a lot of them. I mean, this one's obviously completely different, but mostly subtle changes that make such a massive difference on how hard they are. I say, I wonder, I haven't played a ton of bullet hell games on the whole, so I'm not sure how common these kind of mechanics are. I can't really comment on that sort of thing. So I played like loads of platformers and stuff like that, and you see very common mechanics in those. But this seems to have quite a nice variety of sort of area denial, you know, dodging, pattern recognition, and kind of reflex response ones, because I'm assuming that's sort of your standard combination. Is there's some things you literally just have to respond to as you see. I'm gonna say this is not quite as horrible of a run to the second stage than the last level was. The one with the fists was just a real pain in the A. Although, like I say, this one's got a lot worse. The dodging one. And this one in particular is not the easiest. Sometimes it keeps flicking me back to the menu and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not registering that I'm clicking to go back to the main menu. I don't think I'm pressing that anyway, and I'm not trying to if I am. And it's not the end of the world, you just click play again and it's really fast loading, so you don't really waste much time, but maybe it's trying to give me a hint that I need to just take a break. Right, I'm going to concentrate less on actually cutting any of those things than I am trying to dodge stuff. She says, getting hit by the web. That's very much a death sentence on that level if you get slowed down. Especially since I'm already running slow. I wonder if that sets you to a set speed rather than just slowing down the pace you're already at. Yeah, I think this segment does only trigger once you've cut a certain amount of the other wires. So I think, again, there's an element of RNG in there. But thank God I've made it past another bit. Yeah, there is an element of RNG in how much the positioning that you're already in. Oh, God, now I'm drunk. Oh, and they change as well. They don't just stay in the same configuration. That one looks like it's going to be an R and then it turns into a U. Bloody hell. At least that didn't hit me on the way out. Oh, God. Wow, okay, that was a very quick close down of the area. Love this. We're getting into the absolutely cracked portion of it now. Right, this one, I need to pay attention to where the open space is. I completely blind went through that one. Oh God, this one tries to slow you down as well. Okay, well, I don't like what those balls are doing. I don't know what those balls are doing. I don't know, and I don't like it. I'm very much playing this by ear. I have no idea what's going on. I lost my cooldown and got too panicked. I dived in there when I shouldn't have done. It's okay. We're all good. Okay, I don't care about that actually. As long as I don't get hit by the laser, I'm not bothered. Come on, give it to me. Why is this a slow burn? That is not fair. Go on, kill it. Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to make me wait it out until it ended up dying. Yeah, you can web me all you want now, I've done it. Oh man, that one was a lot more tricky. It is definitely raising piece by piece. But again, still doable, you've just got to really focus on what's going on. I'm going to take a little break here, and then come back into the next level. But this has been good, and it's been an hour and 50 for these 3 levels so far, so going strong, liking it. Let's have a go at level 4. From the looks of this one, it seems to be some kind of robot that we're going to get to at the end. Level 3 was pretty difficult. Let's see how I do with this one, how many attempts it takes me to get through it. Okay, collect green star shapes. Oh, it's a monkey. Collect green stars. Please move to the energy supply location. So you collect the stars. I'm just watching the little preview to see what I need to do. And then go up into the top left corner. Yes, it's that little grey circle just on the top of its head. And then you press space when you get there. Wonderful. Let's give this one a try. Oh, hang on. I accidentally skipped levels. Forgot it gives you the preview. Oh, we have a music change again. Okay. Doing a bit of Flappy Bird. Okay, not terrible to start. What's going on here? The black hole, lovely. I'm getting pulled into that. Okay. So this is just a... ooh. Okay, and I've got to keep a distance away from them as well. Oh, not all of them do it. Jesus. This one's quite complex to track. Oh god. The gravity gets stronger each time as well. Okay, I think this one's gonna be the one. Oh, no, that's okay. I think this is probably gonna be the one that I struggle with. I meant the one before this, although this one's pretty tricky as well. Okay, watch the float up at the end. Ah, okay, here we are, round one. So I need to get the stars and not get blasted by that, that always helps. So this one's difficult because everything gets pulled in, and then this is just a reaction one. Like, you can't really... You can sort of predict where they're going to come out, but because they're all behind each other, and not all of them do the spin afterwards as well. Oh god. So yeah, now I can't really see where they're coming from on the outside. Right, let's have another go at this one. So, don't get hit by that. So I need to collect 4 stars, I think. And then as soon as I've got them, go to the top. Oh. And I have to hide in there, I think. Yeah, so I imagine I'm going to have to get 3 hits on him in the same way that I did on the other ones. I was just thinking then, does the screen at the bottom preempt you to what's coming next? But I don't think it does. It's like a little... oh, he's a DJ! That's why. I think. I don't know. I'm struggling to look in the corner of my eye. Ah, bloody hell. That's a bad move on my part. I'm pretty happy with how to do that one now, though. Come on, buddy. Ooh. Ooh, these are different. He's got a big combination of moves and shapes he can do, so I need to pay a lot of attention to where I am. Oh, I didn't realise I could be hitting there. I thought that was a little bit of a safe zone. Although I probably should have expected that. Skill issue. I dread to think how they're going to make this one worse when I get to the second round. Because this is already a very tough cookie. Okay, one down. Nice and steady. Okay, come on. It's given me some slightly nicer attack patterns on this one. That wasn't a particularly nice position to put myself in there, but I got away with it, so I'll take it. Nice. Level 1 done. Oh, haha. Even better. Jesus Christ. Okay, I've got no choice but to go forwards and backwards on this one. I need to take my chances whilst they're not moving. Okay. That one's a lot trickier now, but I think I can read that one alright. What on earth is going to happen here? Please just don't make there be more— oh, the black hole moves. Cool. That's very different. Right, I need to figure out how on earth I'm going to predict this now. I don't think you can, actually. That's the hard part with this one, is I don't remember it giving you a space. Yeah, it doesn't really give you a warning of where it's going to appear. The good news is it doesn't create any more obstacles this time. So you just have to try and run. Oh. Okay, it does. I was wrong. Ah, so I think it duplicates the last stage of the other one. Please just pull them in and then let them disappear. Good. Ooh, okay, that one's gonna be a lot harder, and so is this one. Holy... yeah, I need to be able to hold my nerve on that one for this time.
Okay. Oh, that is not a very long time to respond to those. Oh god, stay, don't get pulled over. These ones are always difficult because they really drag you in by trying to like pull you over to a certain area. And you really don't want to end up getting denied because obviously that's, damn it, stepped in too soon. You really don't want to be denied in those ones because you're so eager to just pick stuff up, but it's so easy then for them to lure you into getting damaged. 3. Oh, get away, get away, get away. Come on, buddy. Give me one more. Nice. Checkpoint 2. What's gonna happen this time? I imagine it's just gonna move faster. Oh, it rotates. Oh god, Jesus Christ. I had such a good linear motion set up in my head there, but now it rotates and I do not like this. Oh, it's like weaving. Jesus. That's one of the things they do really well in this game, actually, is like using a very, very subtle change in movement. All they've done is like change the track of it, and it completely rewrites the level in terms of how you have to look at it and where you have to position yourself. Like, God forbid what's going to happen in this one this time. Okay, there's a shorter hold time, which is going to make it harder to react. I mean, it also doesn't help when the black hole spawns on top of you. There's a little bit of luck involved in that one. Oh. Yeah, so there's a smaller hold time on the shootout, but I just need to not be in a place where it spawns. I don't know if it's trying to spawn on top of where I am, and I have to just keep moving. I can't really predict what it's going to do. I don't know how it decides, because it's not giving me a red warning sign for that one either, that it's going to appear there. Which, in a way, I sort of get why they've done, because the actual black hole itself isn't the thing that damages you, it's the balls that get pulled into it. Because they get pulled in so fast, it's essentially like, as soon as it appears, it might as well have damaged you. Like there, obviously the hole itself isn't the thing that would hurt me. It's when it pulls all of the obstacles into it. I don't know if I can go inside it, actually. I think I can, because I don't remember seeing myself getting hurt. Yeah, I can go through it. It's the obstacles I've got to watch out for. I can say pretty certainly that the black hole isn't chasing me, because it would definitely have appeared on the right hand side at some point if it was. So I think it is just completely random. Oh, that was fucking close! Yep. Oh god, I did just realise that I haven't actually got this far before. There's a big barrier in the middle. Oh, it only shoots at a certain interval. Okay. That one's not that much worse. I wish I could get this one done on this level, but I have a feeling I'm not going to. There's random things falling. I think there's just bigger obstacles to start off that are dropping around in that one as well. Patience is a virtue. Ooh, okay, I thought that damaged me, but it doesn't, it bumps me, which in a way is actually worse. Although it's nice that it's not necessarily guaranteed damage. Oh, that was cheap. No way for me to see that one coming. I dread to think anyone that plays this on always from the beginning mode. Must be rough. Yeah, they have got achievements for this, so I imagine that playing on no free restarts is probably the best one. Oh, nice! That's a bit of a weird one there. I don't know if you just saw, if I take damage, I end up being able to position myself under the next row because of the recovery time. But actually, it doesn't, when the recovery time runs out, if you go straight under one, it doesn't count it as you being hit when you're directly underneath. I managed to just sit underneath one of the other ones. Let's see this. Let's see if I can position it again. Oh, no, no, no. Don't want to press that. I want to see if I can replicate that. See, if I take damage here, look, it moved. No, I'm just goofing around trying to show something. So if I do this, I can sit underneath this block, Oh, it did count it as damage that time. Weird, maybe it just had a bit of an odd one. Unless it's only when it moves. Because that other one that I sat underneath stayed still for the whole thing. So let me try it up here. Yeah, that one moves, so it does count you as doing it, because I think it collides off the next block along. I'll have to try and find one where the next one is just a single block moving. Yeah, you see now, I can sit underneath this block over here. Because it thinks that it doesn't see it as a boundary. It's almost like the collision's actually at the edge of the block and it's not in the middle of it. So as soon as you're underneath it, it doesn't think you're there anymore. And that one only kills you because the block's moved towards you and you've made contact with an edge. A weird little feature. I don't think it's a game breaker, because the thing is, as soon as you come out, you then have to just go back into the normal cycle again, so you can't cheese any levels with it. You might be able to cheese the last level of this section, but you have to take damage originally to make it happen, so there's no incentive to do that. Oh, that was a bad place to sit. I thought I'd got another star there, but apparently not. Oh, see, those ones that come in from the edge of the screen are a pain in the arse, because the monkey doesn't stop attacking until you're already in the circle. So if that's already been generated off screen, as soon as you get into the thing, it'll just snipe you right from the top. It's probably the one thing on this one that's, you could argue, is unfair, because there's absolutely no way to know that it's coming. Like, it's not like it's telegraphed from the edge of the screen like a lot of the other ones are. And there's nothing you can do, because once you're already in there, you get like a split second to respond to it. And I am not that good. Yes, come on. Thank God. Whew. I only got into here with one life this last time, but weirdly enough, the monkey level's not quite as hard as some of the other ones. Whew. God, that was some hard work. Alright. So level 5 looks like some kind of dinosaur? Or a dragon? That is infinity. I'm assuming that's some sort of survival level. Let's give the dinosaur a go. Oh, so I have to click space every time the hexagon gets and matches while still dodging the other stuff at the same time. Alright. This'll be easy. Oh, this is like gates. Oh god, the timing for this one is a lot harder than it looks. Okay. Oh god, yeah, you've got to know the range of them and the space that you've got. This is almost worse because it's slow. Like, I found because the other ones have been so quick, you just react. Whereas this one's like, you really got to get the timing nailed down. And I think it also bothers me that sometimes they swing outwards and sometimes they cross over each other, because for some reason that's making it harder for my brain to compute. Right, I need to be happy with the gap that they've got between them as well. Which is about an inch or so, yeah. Okay, that was bad timing. I need to move as soon as they land, I think. Okay. 2, 3. Touch, go. Touch, go. Touch, go. Touch, go. Oh, fuck. I backed out. Okay. That one's gonna take me a while to get used to. Right, what is going on here? Oh! Oh, they changed direction. Why is there a black arrow that's a different angle? Okay, that one doesn't seem horrible. This one, again, a little bit hard to distinguish because the colours are the same. But, oh, they don't disappear at the bottom as well, they stack up. That's a nice little feature. Not a nice little feature because it makes me lose, but it is a nice little feature. Oh, it tells you where the next direction is. That's like a preloader. That's pretty good, actually. Gives you a good chance to warn yourself. These little turtles or something. Okay, we have met the dragon. That was the closest I think I could possibly have got between those two. Right. Yeah, so I need to just dodge stuff, I think. Oh! This is a hell of a dodge 'em. Right, this is the bit that I really need to pay attention to, so I need to watch the top. And do that whenever it gets in. Oh, fuck. Oh god, and you take damage if you don't do it right as well. Jesus. That is a lot of things to look at. Makes sense why this is the hardest level. Oh. That just bounced off me, actually. I didn't realise that had collision. Most of the other ones just go straight through you. Right, I need to pay a lot of attention to the hexagons on this one. Never mind, we don't need to worry about the hexagons. We have fire to worry about first. You've got some good sound effects going on these ones as well though. Nice tinny noises. And they've, I don't know, got some weird little squeaky noises for the turtles. And obviously the fire. Okay, that was a little bit harsh I think, but... This one is literally just a matter of getting here so I can practice it and get the timing. It's the timing of the diamonds that I really need to worry about. The hexagons. Right, 2, 3. Yeah, see there's no point in me doing that if I don't move. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you do only need to get 3 strikes again like you did last time. And don't get nommed by the dragon. Okay, that's good to know that there's a little interim segment. Does he go straight back into the... Oh, no he doesn't. Okay, that was a bit rude. What the hell? Oh, so he gets 3 strikes. I'm just gonna watch this to see what he does. So the best place to be is on top of his head, I think is the rule for that one. The best part about this is that the dragon level is going to get worse because I'm still only in the first chunk of checkpoints. I have 2 more difficulty raises to go after this one. Yeah. His eye tracks me, that's quite cool. Oh, okay, maybe I don't want to be over his head until he stops breathing. This little hole here is probably the best one. Because then he won't chip me on the way out. Nice. Okay, this is still going to take me some time to get used to, but I've done slightly better on it. Oh, okay, that was cheeky. I didn't get to see stage 3 last time. Nice. Okay, I got to round 2 last time. So now I just need to be ready for these. That I didn't know were coming last time. And I can't hide quite as well at the moment. Ah, it's like the reverse of what it was last time. So probably the top will be the best place to hide. Oh no, wrong. He kind of covers a lot of the middle. 2, 3, get him. Nice. Round 1. Okay, let's see how they change this one. Okay, now I get chased by it. It's fast as well. It actually picks up speed, I think, at some points. Okay, that is different, but not too bad. Ah, now they come in bursts. These are a bit harder to read, you get less space to hide. Okay, what was this one? Oh! What is this? Oh, I can move between them. I thought I couldn't. Okay, this is very different. They've decided to just completely can the brick format from the other one. I think this is the first time they've done a pretty much complete change of what the actual thing is. Okay, we're back on the dragon again. Let's see how different this looks. Okay, loads more fire streams. Oh my god. Ah! What on earth is this? Okay, lots of diagonals. See, that's weird because it warns you from the left-hand side, but actually nothing really comes from the left-hand side. I wonder if that's a little bit of an error on this one. I try myself in a corner there. As you see here, it gives you a big warning sign over here, but nothing actually comes from over there. It's a bit of a red herring, that left-hand side. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. This is actually a lot harder than... What always happens is whenever I see a new level, I actually don't do too badly at it the first time, and then suddenly afterwards I then can't do it again. It's that beginner's luck. Again, the difficulty with these is that they're on a diagonal sometimes. It depends where the balls line up. But because the lines are on a diagonal, it makes it slightly harder to judge. Not too bad though. It's definitely the least forgiving of these, sorry, the most forgiving of these ones. Apart from this shit. Okay. Lots of fire. Dodge the fire. It's easy, just dodge the fire. The whole sequence just carries on, so it's interesting to watch. So this will be the same as before, where you do the dimes. You just have to try and survive the first bit. I don't know why I keep saying diamonds as well, because they're clearly hexagons. God, that's not a very good place to be. There's a bit of a time. Whoa, there's still quite a lot of them on here. I think that's been the biggest crossover and transition between them that I've seen so far. God, where the hell am I supposed to go there? Surprised I made that gap. Oh, Jesus, and then I got touched by a... Oh, these ones have collision as well, like the boxes. I suppose that's the similar thing that they've put between them. I really didn't want to take damage on that one, but... the more looks I get at this as well, the better. Because I've managed to get to this point now, which is what matters. Do not miss any, please. Good. Right. Okay, he's got a drill tail. And he snaps at me again. Okay, so he goes low, then he goes high. This is a lot to remember. God, he's got a long reach. They're falling a lot faster now. Oh, God. I thought the one that was already at the top of the screen was the one that was falling, so I thought I had the lateral on it, but I didn't, because it was a new one that just appeared and then immediately dropped. I'm trying to figure out what these are actually meant to be, because I keep calling them turtles because they look like them, but everything's very electronically, or like electric or industry kind of themed, so I'm assuming they're supposed to be like computer chips or something. The actual core components of this are like repeat patterns, which makes them a bit easier to deal with, which is good. That was a stupid mistake. Did not need to take a life there. I can see him looking at me. He's going low! This thing with this level is that hiding in these holes where there's no shells at the top isn't safe either. Oh, I biffed the timing on that. Hiding where the spaces are isn't safe either, because on the first bit you get like 2 or 3 seconds before the hexagons start appearing where you can try and put yourself in a nice slot where a like scale has already fallen. So it means you're not going to get hit by one or have to dodge one when you're focusing on the hexagons, whereas on the second stage, even though there's those big holes where it looks like there's no scales, they just appear and fall immediately, so they're not safe either. It's very easy to get tempted to sit yourself in one of those gaps, but it does not win you anything. A sneaky trick. So like here, it comes down, and you usually get a decent amount of time before another one falls. Whereas on the second stage, those empty holes are just target markers. I need to just be reactionary on that one. Right, now this is the bit I haven't seen yet. Ooh! Oh, and they're still falling. Okay, I need to watch this. So it targets you, so you have to keep moving. Those are still falling at the same time. Wow. So you get diagonals, horizontals. They've all got spaces in between though. And then you're back into the game again. Cool. Okay. I mean, I say that like I'm going to be able to respond to it all, because it comes in very quick succession. Tell you what I might try. So I'm having a little trouble getting away from some of the three-pronged fire bits towards the end. So I'm going to boost the sensitivity up again. See if this helps me at all. Because those, the crosses of fire are fine. Like, you just have to try and shoot for the gap between the cross. But that third prong that you get in it, so it's slightly harder to control. That third prong that you get in it sometimes cuts off like the easy angle, and you don't get very long to respond to it. So I'm hoping that being a little bit twitchier is going to give me a little bit more liberty to get out of the way, even if it's by luck. So I'm doing alright at getting to / past this point, as long as I pay close attention and don't get hit by anything on the way down. It's this bit now that I think I need help with. Yeah, being twitchier certainly helps me here, because I'm trying to watch the top, but before I didn't quite have the movement pace to get away from it. So that increase has definitely helped me a ton. Now it's going to go horizontal. Now it's going to go jaggedy again. That's far better. Yeah, so having that on has certainly helped, and I don't really even care if I take a hit there, because... Oh, it gave me a third life! Nice! I don't know how or when I've got the third life. Has this happened before? I don't know. But I've lost 2 of them anyway. They are fast. I imagine if you get through a boss without taking a hit, that's when it gives you one. That's probably the first time that's happened, actually. Jesus Christ, these are a lot harder to predict now. Because they do sort of chase you. Oh, one of them chases you. The other ones don't. Ah, that's good to know. So the change this time is that a lot of them just move, but there's one, you see this one in the middle here, that actually chases you around, just like it did on the last one. That's good to know, because they were all confusing me a bit. They do move across at different speeds as well, which confuses the eyes. That's not too bad. Oh, they're faster now. Oh, bloody hell. And they're staggered as well. Some of them jump forward at faster speeds than the other ones. Once again, the first time I do these, I seem to be pretty good at not actually taking any damage. If we ignore the first one with all the cogs. After this, I'll take loads of damage on them, no doubt. Oh, we have different shapes now. Oh, Jesus. And they're tracking me as well, I think. Which in some ways, weirdly, is easier, because I can just pile them all up at one end and then... Oh. Got clipped. Okay, let's see what Dragon Stage 3 looks like. I just need to watch this. Okay. There's falling things. I'm just gonna watch this happen. Oh, so some of them home in on you. That's wonderful. Oh, so it doesn't entirely follow me. Most of them do, but oh god. Yeah, this is a lot harder to get out of now. Everything being irregularly shaped does not help. And the stacks get quite high. They've reverted back to original type with that one, which is quite interesting. Okay. He picks 3 of them. Can I get rid of them though? That's the question. Or how do I get rid of them? Maybe I can't. Maybe they follow me around for the entire time whilst I'm trying to watch the hexagons. That's gonna suck if that's the case. I think it might be, because that seems like an easy way to make that more annoying. I guess maybe that's the benefit of doing the from the start mode, is that because I got that third life when I beat the boss without taking any hits, if you play it from the start you could perhaps enter some of these levels having more, and the longer you go without getting hit, the more likely you are to get to the end stage of the boss with more lives. And that gives you a bit more of a fighting chance, I guess. Right, this one, I can't really figure out the easiest way to roll this level. I'm trying to just go left and right to see if it's tracking me, and if it is, how much. I don't know that it really helps very much, because it's very much dependent on the shape that comes next. Okay. Let's not do anything silly this time. Right, he makes these appear. Yeah, I think because he's gone away this time... Oh no, they just chased me very briefly. That's good. That's the least annoying option that could have happened. Alright, let's have a look what level 2 looks like. Even if he kills me straight away. Okay, he's lunged. Oh, he's pulling me towards him now. There's a black hole in the middle. Oh, and all of the all the things are moving as well. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't mind that too much. I imagine I'm gonna get a bigger black hole. Oh, good lord. I am just completely freestyling this. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, good god. It's a good job I turned that sensitivity up. You man would have been in trouble right now. Weirdly, this is not quite as horrible as some of the other ones. It does at least give you a semi-obvious gap to hide in. The only problem now will be if it drives me towards that beam. Okay, come on. Oh, I can't believe that. Literally a split second too late to press it and it damaged me. Okay, well at least I've seen most of the stages of that. The middle and end don't look too bad in comparison to the second level. Come on! Yes! Oh my god. That was pretty tricky. But I like that. Cool. I think that's all of the main levels done. So, just for a bit of context on that one, it took me about an hour, I think, of playing time after I started it last time, and I still didn't get to the end, then I took a break. It took me a little bit to get back into it. But that's it, managed to beat the last level. God, that's a hard sequence. That was the first time that I'd made it through with both lives after that dropping one. I don't really know how I did it, but I needed it. 100%. It was good. So this one, Infinity, looks like it's going to be some kind of survival level, so I'm going to give this one a go, because then this will be the last level in the thing. Yeah, so you can see in the top it's just doing timing. Got a different soundtrack again. Because this one was one of the tricky ones I remember from the other one, but this is the version where it doesn't move. I mean the black hole. Oh, I've already taken a damage. Oh god. Okay, no, this is the easier version. I thought it was going to do the drops on me again. I was like, that is pretty harsh, going straight for that one. I wonder if it randomly selects it. I'm going to guess that it does. I'll obviously have to try it again, because I will fail at some point. I'm going to have to try it again and see whether it picks the same ones. Completely different ones each time. So again, this mode is a good way to mix it up, because you'll get to try different ones, but ones you already know. And you don't know what order they're going to come in, so there is a little bit of RNG involved in how will you do. Although this has been the second one both times, so maybe it has selection. I'm just going to have to keep trying it and see what they come out with. You don't unlock this until you've done all the main levels though, so I don't think you can use it as like a practice for any of the other ones. I think you just have to use the levels themselves to practice what you need to know. The only problem now is trying to remember from the earlier ones what they actually do. And I'm going to guess as well, which I haven't seen obviously, and I might not be able to see depending on how well I do. I'm going to guess the longer that you get through this, the more it starts selecting ones from like the second or third tier of some of the levels. Because these look like the sort of first stage versions, from what I remember. Actually, this is a second stage one, I think. I'm just theorising really at the moment. pulling it a tiny bit out my ass. Ah, nice, gave me a little achieve. Oh, and it gave me an extra heart as well. So I don't know what exactly I did to get that one. Maybe it was by getting through 3 levels without taking any damage. Ah, yeah, so they've gone for like a second stage version of this one as well. So I think it is at the moment just dipping into the first and second stages. Oh, Jesus, shouldn't have taken a hit there. That was an easy one. Oh, no. Through it. Okay. Oh yeah, this was one of the first level ones, I think. It's been a very long time since I played that. There's a little bit of audio stuttering on this one as well, like there was before. I remember this guy. I remember that little thing on the bottom of him flicks out eventually as well. Oh no, it doesn't on this one. So from what I've seen of a few rounds, they seem to like using this one. The one with the rebounds. Oh god. I'm going to take another hit on this one. This one here seems to be quite a popular one. I think this is the 3rd time in maybe 5 runs I've seen this one, or some variation of it. This one's come out 4 times now, I think. Out of what's probably 6 runs now. So they've got quite a few common ones that they like to pick for the beginning. I imagine they don't want to pick too many of the harder ones for early on. They want to give you a fighting chance to get into it, so I think they're picking what they deem to be the more simple ones, which I would argue against with this one in particular, because this one's quite tricky. This one I would argue is not too bad. Especially in this iteration, because this is the one that just has the straight lines and it doesn't have any forks coming off the lasers like it did on some of the later levels. This one they love. I've seen this one in pretty much every run, I think. This one I've also seen in pretty much every run. So yeah, I'm gonna guess that they have a handful of levels in their sort of level select that can come out at the beginning or within a certain starting time frame of this run. Like this one's the 2nd time this has appeared. I'm gonna guess they use those similar ones each time, and then once you get later in a run, they'll probably try and mix up the more difficult ones to make it harder. Ah, this is the first time this one's appeared. And this was the stage 2 version of this, because it's got the lasers that stay. What are we going to get this time? Ah, the diagonals. Yes, so we're starting to move on to some sort of stage 2 versions. Luckily I haven't done this one that long ago, so it's not too bad. Watch me cock up on this now. Do I remember this one? Yes, I do actually. I think this flies in a bit of a figure 8, doesn't it? Yeah. Ooh, have we doubled up here? Because I don't remember them overlapping like that last time. This is an interesting one to have out first a few times, because I think this is one of the more difficult ones. Especially when it comes to that 3rd stage, like this bit. It's not quite as hard as the other version when the black hole moves, but it's still not very easy because there's a lot of unpredictable movement from them, and your controls are a bit heavier because of the gravity. I quite like that the benefit to this one is the more levels you do without getting hit. I think it's maybe 1 in every 3 or 4, like if you can do 3 or 4 levels without getting hit, you get a life back. Which is good, because obviously it gives some longevity to the game mode as well. Gives you a bit of reward for good play. Whereas like you say, the other one, I think you could win them back if you managed to get through the 3 levels before a boss fight without getting any hits. Well, in fact, that's not even true, you had to get the boss fight as well. So I think if you got all 3 levels plus the boss fight without getting hit, then you were fine, but on that one it was quite hard to get one back. Although this one actually I did take a hit, so I think it's just doing it every 4 stages. Which again gives you longevity, because you can play well, but you don't have to play perfectly. Cool, well that is all 6 of the levels. So we had the hearts at the beginning, little bug, the spider, the monkey, the dragon, and then obviously you've got the sort of endless mode. Rank 28, I wonder how it's figured that out. Objects are thrown away with the body. Avoid objects. Okay, it has a question mark on it even though there's not really anything to do, I don't think, because there's no... I don't think there's any boss fights in that one unless it makes you do one when you get to a certain point, but I don't think it does, because actually, I should have looked at this to begin with. This should tell you all of the things that it involves. So you've got your 2 versions of your turtles. I can see those little arrows with the green bits. I keep forgetting I can't have my mouse on the screen. They've got the fist in the middle of the 8, so you can see the fist punching one that I was doing. That one's definitely in there. They've got the hammers and the square blocks just under the fist. Round from that you've got the... so they do the one with the triangles and the circles that was in the last level. That must show up at some point as well, because I can see those pictured. They have the clamps at various places around it, so they must have all the versions of that one. And then they have those wrenches. I can see the wrenches. So yeah, it gives you a rough idea of the ones that show up. So I don't think they use all of them in this one, but that could just be a throw off as well. But they have used the picture to kind of give you an indication of what's to come for quite a lot of them. Thoughts overall on this one then? Very simplistically designed, but actually really well done in terms of the actual game mechanics, because the baseline is so simple. They've made it really easy to focus on the actual gameplay itself. And to be honest, I think the only couple of issues I kind of picked up was that audio glitching that can happen. Not glitching, but it's like stuttering in the background. You get like a very little bit of what sounds like audio stutter every now and again, but I couldn't put together what actually caused it. And I think it spreaded between the levels, but because it was very brief intersections, you couldn't really pick it out too well. Like, you know it's there, but it's not a massive distraction. So in the end, I don't think it's horrendous. I don't know if it's just something with the audio track, or maybe they were trying to put an effect on it to make it like, I want to say stroby, but obviously that's lights, but strobing in a music sense, like flickering in and out. Other than that, there was the one level, the monkey level, where you're playing the boss fight, and that area where you have to sit to do damage is right at the top of the screen, and sometimes obstacles appear off screen, come on screen, but you just don't really have any reaction time, and that can happen after, but you have to sit there to do the damage. It's a bit of an inconvenient place to put it. I think it would be slightly better just a bit lower down. That might take that out, because it would then at least give people the reaction time they need to jump out and jump back in again. For the rest of it, I really like what they've done. They've taken, obviously, 3 core levels for each of the stages that they've got, and they've altered them ever so slightly to increase the difficulty, whether that's adding more stuff, changing the timing, mixing it with other mechanics. They've done a really good job of mixing that together, because it's only slight changes, but it makes a big difference on what you need to concentrate on, where you need to position yourself. There's a lot to think about, and as I said, I don't play a ton of bullet hells, but actually, I would say this is fairly challenging. I mean, I would say it's taken me about 4.5 hours to play through the whole thing, plus that little time I included on this endless mode. So really, you get a good amount of content out of it. And as I said, I'm not the best in the world, so that might be a little slow as they go. The content's good, the bullet hell is good, there's a lot of different pattern recognition things in there and different things to focus on. So yeah, I think they've done a really good job with this. I can't remember if I've had a look at the credits yet. I don't think there are any credits on this one, actually. Let me have a look at the links down here that they've got. I can see them in the corner. I can't click on any of them. They've got YouTube, Steam, X, and I don't know what the one in the top left is. I'll have to look that one up. What will I rate this then? I mean, in terms of what it's intending to do, absolutely smashes it. Those couple of small bits, don't really hurt it that much, to be honest. And the actual gameplay feel is pretty good. There's one or two that are a little bit difficult. Can I say unfair? No, I don't think so. I think this... I'm going to go for a 9 out of 10 on this one, actually. Because I think they've done a really good job putting it together. Nice little tweaks for big impact. Really good for a free game. And I think as well it's a advertisement for one of their other games that they're making, which I think is 4x4, or a game that they've already made. It's Marimori that's made it. Ah, that's their symbol, obviously. 1x1 is obviously the game I've just played here. You can see some of the screenshots. And then the other one that they've got is 4x4, which is a paid game. I believe it's going to be a similar thing. They've made a bullet hell, but they've obviously cut it into a grid, and you've got to try and play it in just the grid. Which looks like an interesting twist on what they've already done, and it looks like they've got a really good baseline for what they've wanted to do in 1x1, and changed it into a paid version of the game. The reviews for it seem to be pretty positive, so if you're interested, if you want to have a go at 1x1 and go and check out 4x4 once you're done, it looks like there's some familiar mechanics in some of these pictures than ones that we've just seen. So yeah, give it a try. Yeah, overall, 9 out of 10. I think a very good game, very good free game especially. And yeah, if you want to take some time, try some bullet hell stuff, a good brain workout as well as a good reflex workout, get yourself in there. Yeah, that'll be it for this one.